20-gallon long multi-herp setup that I have. Yeah, I can't really keep too much stuff because of my mom, so I figured I'd keep a bunch of smaller things and wild-caught things in one tank and have it set up so they could each live in there really well without getting in too many disputes. Alright, so I'll just show you what I got in there. Hold on. See if I can get a good shot while I get everything out. This will take 1 second, sorry about this. I guess that's alright. Yeah. So, first thing I have in here is a wild-caught brown Anole. Obviously not too special. There he is. Nothing fancy, he's pretty big. Really fun to watch him eat though, so that's always good. Let me change his setting. Yep. Pretty cool. I'll put him back now. Next thing is actually a little tree frog that I caught in my yard. Not exactly positive what it is. I'm pretty sure it's a Pinelands Tree Frog. Right, here it is. Really small. Hold on. There he is. From what I'm thinking is he's a Pinelands Tree Frog. I went herping in the Pine Barrens and caught some really cool tadpoles. Wasn't really sure what they were, but I kept them in the waterfall of my pond. So I'm thinking he probably came from one of those, and that's how he started hopping around in my yard. He's really cool. It's fun to watch him eat up little crickets. Alright. Next we have a Fowlers Toad. Again, not really too special, but he's just a cool little guy. Caught in my yard. There's a lot of them around here. So they don't really seem too special, but you know, pee a lot. Nothing bad, just apparently it's really bitter, so I'd recommend not licking your hands after holding one. Here is personally my favorite thing in this tank. Don't know if I've ever showed you. It's a Crocodile Gecko. He's really cool. Yeah. He's got some nice colors. Hold on, let me show you. The coloration isn't too good, but he's got some really cool dots on his back. This is really hard. Don't know if you can see them there. Let me hold him under this light. Alright, yeah. He's got all those spots on his back. Really small. Got a cool tail. Clings on to you. It's really fun to hold. Alright. Let's see. I think that's about it. There is a Slimy Salamander in here somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where because he is extremely good at hiding. So now, I'll show you the tank. Starting from the side, there is a stick with some fake flowers coming off of it. It looks like a little tree. I dug that water bowl in, so it's cool. Little cave back there doubles as a hide. The root with plants coming out of it. Then it goes to a vine. Hold on. The vine goes all the way up through there to the bark. There's that big fern in the back. Big piece of bark. It's pretty much where everything hides. Or just the lizards, the Anole and the Crocodile Gecko hide in there. And there's a lot of plants coming off and a stick going across. Not too sure if you can see that. That's it though. There it is. So basically what I recommend for if you're going to make a really cool enclosure, something like this, you put pebbles at the bottom. You can see them there. What this allows is, as the tank gets wet, unless it's a different enclosure, like something really dry, like a desert type of some sort, but moisture comes in, obviously, and to prevent things from getting horribly moldy and soaking all the time, the layer of rocks at the bottom acts as a drainage section. So on top it's just moss, sphagnum moss, I think, and there's some mulch on this half to make more elevation, and as the water goes in, it drains through there, down through the rocks, and then just chills down there. Keeps it a lot cleaner. Alright, let's see. Start from here, go across. Now, for the most part, I would recommend using fake plants. They're a lot better for maintenance, and they're a lot cheaper. First of all, don't buy them at pet stores because they overprice things a lot. See that green fern thing hanging down? That was about 20 bucks. And that red one right next to it was at a dollar store for obviously $1. So yeah. But back to this. However, there are downsides. They're not real plants, obviously. And yeah, they can get a little bit, sometimes they'll get moldy. Obviously then you want to throw them out. You don't want to have any mold in your tank. But the main downside is they're not real, like I said. And it's not always about what you like. I got that from Caterpillar Giraffe. It's more about what the reptile likes. So I have this plant. I really hate pronouncing it. I'm gonna try though. I don't know. I think it's Pothos. I feel retarded right now, but yeah. And I have them in a few of my tanks, which helps keep the humidity up, and it holds droplets of water on it, which geckos enjoy drinking off of. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks.
Bearded Gecko!